Once upon a time, in a quaint little village, there lived a farmer who owned a dog. This dog, once a loyal and energetic companion, had grown old and wasn't much help around the farm anymore. Recognizing this, the farmer allowed him to spend his days leisurely wandering and resting in the fields. One sunny day, while the dog was sniffing and exploring the grass, he stumbled and fell into a deep, narrow well. Trapped and unable to climb out, the poor dog was terrified and began barking loudly in distress. Almost an hour later, a passerby who was also the farmer's neighbor heard the dog's desperate cries. Curious and concerned, he approached the well and was shocked to see the dog at the bottom. Without wasting a moment, he dashed to the village to alert the farmer. Upon hearing the news, the farmer quickly gathered his neighbors, asking for their help to rescue the stranded dog. They all hurried to the well, where they found the dog looking pitiful and helpless, his eyes full of fear. The group tried everything they could think of to lift the dog out of the well, but all their attempts were in vain. As the day wore on, the farmer, overwhelmed by a mix of despair and practicality, made a heart-wrenching decision. He concluded that the dog was too old, and rescuing him might be impossible. Resigned, he instructed his neighbors to fill the well with dirt, intending to put the dog to rest. Reluctantly, the neighbors picked up shovels and began throwing dirt into the well. As the dirt began to cover him, the dog's heart sank further. Realizing what his master had decided, he barked louder in anguish. But as more dirt rained down, a spark of resilience ignited within him. With each shovel of dirt that landed on his back, the dog did something remarkable. He shook it off and used it as a step to push himself higher. Slowly and steadily, he continued this process, each layer of dirt bringing him closer to the top. After a while, the dog's barking ceased, leaving the onlookers puzzled. The farmer peered into the well, and to his astonishment, he saw the dog step onto the mound of soil and leap out gracefully. A profound realization washed over the farmer as the dog trotted off into the field. He had discovered the true nature of his master's affections, or lack thereof. With a newfound sense of freedom and survival, the dog never looked back, embracing his second chance at life. This story teaches us that tough times can either hold us back or help us grow, depending on how we respond. The dog was about to be buried, yet he chose to shake off the dirt and step on it to climb higher. Resilience. Life will throw problems at us, but we can use them as stepping stones to become stronger. Persistence. The dog didn't just wait for rescue. He found his own way out, teaching us to rely on ourselves even when help doesn't come. Self-worth. Though the farmer dismissed him as old and useless, the dog proved he was still capable. Our value is not defined by others' opinions, but by our belief in ourselves. In the end, this story reminds us to stay positive, strong, and determined. Even if people lose faith in us, we can always rise above challenges and turn obstacles into opportunities.